Dear Billy Burr, I am a 19-year-old college student at Wittenberg University. It's a small college, like a half an hour from where this person lives. I've been seriously thinking about dropping out of school at the end of the year and trying to find a job/internship or just start my own business. All right, well, I like what you're thinking. You want to work for yourself. That's always a good thing. I'm not dropping out because the classes are too hard or anything like that. It's just college doesn't seem like the place for me. I think I can really do well for myself without obtaining my bachelor's degree. I also already have my associate's degree. I think at this point, college is almost just a waste of money, and the only reason why I'm in college right now is because I'm swimming and my parents really want me to get a degree. I also have some money saved up that I could use for a few months while I wait to find a job. My dream job has always been to be a general manager of a sports team or just be a decision maker in a front office, but that is very far out there. No, it isn't. You're 19. You know what? Every general manager in sports, you know what they were at some point? They were 19 and weren't in the NFL or in baseball, MLB. Why the f*** can't you do that? If I can tell jokes for a living, you can be a general manager. Don't think that way. All right? Go after shit like that until actually trying tells you no. And it'll tell you, I shouldn't word it that way. Just go for it. Because this is the thing. Even if you fall short, you're going to be working in some capacity in sports, and it's going to be awesome. All right, general manager of both sports team. Okay. I know that I have the skills to succeed in life, but my parents and others don't see that. I'm sure they see it. But they're parents, and they want you to have that degree because parents worried that you're going to be homeless if you don't have a college degree. If you think I should bet on myself and drop out of college, do you have any advice for me in the real world? Thank you. I love the podcast, and go for yourself. This is what I do. There's a way to do both because I knew that my parents wanted me to finish college and I wanted to finish college, and I already started being a comedian. So what I did was I just took classes, and at night I went out and I did stand-up. So I was already doing what the fuck I wanted to do. So if there's a way for you to jumpstart your dream before, there's a way to do that. I'm not saying don't drop out. I mean, you're going to have to make this decision, but and I agree with you, especially the way the economy is and all of that stuff. And I don't know. I shouldn't speak about this because I don't know how important or how unimportant having a college degree is. Back in the day when I was one of the last generations where they actually gave a shit where you went to college, but now it just seems like, motivated kids can get together, come up with an idea, and create a goddamn app and make a ton of money. And I know that's very rare. That's like when I started out. Hey, you write a stand-up act, then they turn it into a sitcom, and then you make $500 million. And when the reality was like 10 comics that happened to. So I don't know exactly what your game plan is. But I mean, you do have your associate's degree. You sound like you had your head screwed on straight, and a lot of unbelievably successful people dropped out of college. Also, another bunch of people who never did shit with their life dropped out of college. So I don't know what this is a big one. You got to make this decision yourself. But oh, by the way, can I go back here? If this person took the time to make a fake Facebook profile, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. That's not like they just met somebody, got drunk, and around. That's like CIA level around. Definitely don't try to work it out with that person. All right, back to this other one. Should I drop out of college? Yeah, you got to make that decision for yourself. But I think what you're thinking about doing is great because you want to go after a dream. And the fact that you already want to do that at 19 shows a lot of balls. I didn't have the balls to do it till I was almost 24. So you're like almost 5 years ahead of me. My math is correct. So there's a number of ways to do what you want to do. You can drop out and just do it. You could start your dream, jumpstart it, continue going to college. You could fast forward through college, go right through the summertime and do it in 3 years because you want to get out in the real world. Then you get the degree, your parents are happy, and then get on with it. You have all the options in the world at 19. There you go. So just don't get involved in a fucking relationship with somebody who wants you to stay home every night rather than work on your dream. All right? That's it. Stay away from drugs. All right. Charisma. Hey, Billy needs a new vice. Big fan, love the podcast. Oh, okay. I need some advice that will help me progress in my career. I've been told more than once that I'm very talented in my field, but in order to move up the old corporate... Hey, here's the rule. If you actually say, I need some advice, then you get the song. All right, Bill, I need some advice. Yes. Okay. That will help me in my career. I've been told that more than once that I'm very talented in my field, but in order to move up the old corporate ladder here, I will need to develop more charisma and stage presence. Stage presence? Well, I guess what to give presentations. An introvert by nature and am more comfortable in smaller group settings where I know at least one person. I need to become the guy that people are excited to hear speak at a conference. I've heard you talk about bombing on stage in the past, and I'd love your thoughts on how to practice charisma and presence. Thanks and yourself. I don't know that you can't practice charisma and... What is that? Oh, it's more music. It's kind of cool. Every time I play that, I play a little bit of the Tool album. You can't practice charisma and presence. But that's just whatever you were born with. Those are gifts, but they can also be buried. What you can practice is being comfortable. So a lot of bringing out your personality is being comfortable. And right now you're not comfortable, so you're in between your ears when you go up there and you're not relaxed. The crowd feeds off of you. If you're up there and you're nervous, you're going to make them nervous or uncomfortable or not want to listen to what you're saying. So what I would do is, the only thing I'd say is what I did was when I was in college, any opportunity to get up in front of the class, to do a presentation, to do a little performance, anything I could do to get up there. And each time I got more and more confident. It's really not that big a deal. It's just a weird experience. It's just a different experience, learning to speak in front of a group. It's no different than learning how to skate or hit a ball or something like that. You just have to do it. Play a guitar, learn. You just got to go down and play every night, and one day you know how to play a guitar. Just keep getting up in front of people and make little goals. If you're introverted, that's what you need. You need tiny goals that will be positive. Like the first goal should just be, I'm getting up in front of somebody this week. I'm getting up in front of a group of people this week. Don't have any sort of pressure on how well you have to do. All you got to do is get up. And the second you get up, then boom. That's a positive. I remember when I used to do stand-up shows in rooms that I was afraid of. Especially when I was doing those uptown shows, when I would be like the only white guy in the room, I would be like, Jesus Christ. And sometimes I would chicken out. And then I would go home and I would feel terrible that I chickened out. And then I would just be, and then the next week I remember I went back down there and I was thinking about, running home again. And then I was just like, all right, what's going to feel worse? Going up and bombing, but knowing you tried, or going home not trying and laying there and feeling like a So that's all it was. So when I started to do, anytime I did, some sort of show in a environment, all it was about was having the balls to go up there when they called my name. And whatever happened, happened. I didn't beat myself up over the performance. At least I learned to not do that. So I'll give you that advice right out of the gate. I hope you use it, all right? And what's going to happen is the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, then your personality comes out. Your personality comes out, then there's your presence. There's who you are. And there's all different kinds of presence and charisma, from fucking soup megawatt and movie star to nerd charisma. Self-deprecating, making fun of yourself, talking about how you're awkward or whatever like that. Although I'm not a big fan of saying that you're awkward when you're up there. Just be yourself. Get over it. Man up, even if you're a nerd. Just be a fucking man. All right?